Game Plan is brought to you by Max Jazz Games, whose game Kung Poopy you could be playing right now. Your gaming week is sorted with Kung Poopy, available now on the iOS App Store. Kung Poopy doesn't wirelessly charge and doesn't feature a multi on-off switch because it's not a tool. It's not something else that you need to carry around with you every day. You already have it. It's in your pocket right now. You just didn't know that you haven't downloaded yet. So go to the App Store, download Kung Poopy, support Max Jazz Games because they support us.
I will say, though, having played Kung Poopy, all my ball hair just fell out while I was playing it.
That's not related to the game, and you should see someone about that, Peter.
I was holding the iPhone very close to my grandfather's.
Okay, that totally makes sense. Is that just something that we have as a society gone, we're going to choose to not worry about that anymore? Because I remember when we were
think about
worried
it
about
all the time still. Yeah.
And then it seems like we stopped worrying about it, but I don't remember any science coming out saying that I shouldn't worry about that. I just remember everyone buying a phone instead.
Yep.
For me, it's always been like I've had the safety net of not wanting children, so I never cared. In fact, there were times where I would put a hot laptop directly onto it and be like, cook.
Yeah.
Be gone with you.
This is cheaper than a condom.
Yeah, I can't afford a vasectomy.
Oh my God.
All right, cool. And on that note, let's talk about the video games coming out this week in a segment we call the Game Plan, where we take a look at the video games that come out this week in a segment we call the Game Plan. Gus, started off with the video games coming out this week in the Game Plan.
Sure thing. Monday, August 16th. That is today?
Why are you surprised?
I don't know. I just panicked. Let's try that again, shall we? Monday, today, August 16th, Road 96 comes out on PC and Switch. In this game, you hitchhike your way to freedom in a crazy procedurally generated road trip. No one road is the same.
Also coming out this week, Tuesday, August 17th to PC is Humankind. Humankind is Amplitude Studios' magnum opus, a historical strategy game where you will rewrite the entire narrative of humankind, a convergence of culture, history, and values that allows you to create a civilization that is as unique as you are. How far will you push humankind?
Staying on Tuesday for PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, S, and Switch is Griak, Memories of Azure. Take the role of three siblings, Griak, Adara, and Raydel. I hope I'm getting those all right. And you guide them through the lands of Azure, alternate control between them, and use their unique abilities to escape from the Urlag invasion. No word is simple to pronounce in this game.
Something that is simple to pronounce: Marvel's Avengers War of Wakanda. PC, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series consoles, and Stadia, and it is coming out Tuesday the 17th. In addition to adding Black Panther, this free update also brings with it new villains, a brand new environment to explore, new enemies, the Royal Palace Outpost, new solo and multiplayer missions, and more, adding the most content to Marvel Avengers since the game's launch. Which I think it should actually read here, adding content to Marvel's Avengers since the game's launch.
Wednesday, we get Ambition, a minuet in power on PC. 18th century Paris, a city of love, lies, a revolution. You are a woman of fashion trying to survive the political turmoil. Date a cast of unforgettable characters. Amass the wealth and respect you deserve. Engage in gossip that can alter the course of history or lead you to, oh dear, the guillotine.
And if you take that guillotine on Wednesday, the 18th of August, you will descend into hell for Hell Architect on PC. Hell Architect is a game about building and managing your own hell. You take on the role of a hell manager and are tasked with developing the underworld in a way that would make Lucifer himself fall off his chair.
On Thursday, we get Synthetic 2, which is a Steam Early Access game on PC. Fight a world overrun by the relentless Machine Legion. Experience the next level in gunplay and upgrade yourself beyond measure to rival their gods. Can you defeat the Heart of Armageddon?
Coming out Thursday, August 19th, is 12 Minutes on PC, Xbox One, and the Xbox Series X and S, an interactive thriller about a man trapped in a time loop featuring James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and Willem Dafoe.
On Thursday still, the Valve Shadow of the Crown comes out on PC and Xbox One. Close your eyes, become a warrior, and feel your enemy's rasping breath. A foot shifts on swampy ground, the crack of steel on wooden shield. The Valve is an audio-based action-adventure that sets out to breathe new life into medieval combat and fantasy narrative.
I will say that you said it twice, but Peter, what is it?
It is The Veil.
Thank you very much.
Here we go, from the top. The Veil, Shadows of the Crown. No, I won't. What did I say? The Valve?
Valve.
The Valve, twice. Rims Racing is coming to PC, PS4, PS5, the Xbox Series console, Xbox One, and Switch on Thursday, August 19th. The first motorbike simulation that combines a realistic racing challenge with engineering and mechanics. Ride the world's most powerful motorbikes and optimize their performance by swapping out parts and analyzing data in real time.
Parts like the valves of a motorbike. On Thursday still, Recompile comes out on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. This atmospheric Metroidvania hacking adventure lets you take control of a semi-sapient program struggling against deletion. In the sprawling 3D world of Mainframe, Recompile features intense combat, tight 3D platforming, superpowered abilities, and an environmental logic-based hacking mechanic. Cool.
Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut is coming to PS4 and PS5 on Friday, August 20th. The Ghost of Tsushima story continues in the Director's Cut, which features the full original game, plus the Iki Island expansion, an online co-op mode, and a number of digital extras.
And finally, on Friday Night Lights, we get Madden NFL 22 on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and S. Madden is back with all the new features in the franchise, including staff management, cool, an enhanced scenario engine, and weekly strategy. Share avatar progress and player class between face of the franchise and the yard with unified progression. And for the first time ever in the Ultimate Team, adjust superstar X factors at halftime.
And that is it for the games coming out this week. My goodness, what a drop. Peter Burns, what is your game plan?
Too many games. I think we're all going to have similar ones. Let's start with 12 minutes because we're all going to be playing that on the Game Club.
Right.
And Nick, you're leading this month, if I am correct.
I am so excited. Oh, I'm going to play this game all Friday. I'm going to try and finish it in one.
This feels like sitting down for I'm excited for this the way I'm excited for like a whole series that I've really been waiting for, or like dropping on Netflix and being like, cool, it's the new season of something. I can't wait to just like consume every second of this.
Totally.
Minutes, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been very intrigued by this since the first frame that we saw of it, which I believe was this, and they've continued to use this like slow push in on this living room as the like trailer cinematic stuff ever since day dot. The cast is incredible. Yeah, really, really keen to finally get our hands on that after hearing about it for so long. And for me, the other one, another game we've heard about a lot for a long time is Road 96. And it's kind of like, I think, felt like it's been coming forever. And again, it's kind of just like, I need to play it. I thought it was out a year ago or something, and it just still isn't. But I'm really keen to kind of see how this story plays out. And, I think it promises to be one of those indie titles that really lands the heart that it tries to put into it. So I'm looking forward to seeing how all the little kind of stories, because there's like something like 3 million endings or something.
Yeah.
I know it's not 3 million, but it's like, it's just going to be this game that it's going to be such a water cooler game in that people are going to find different stories when they play through. So, there's no way one person's going to see it all unless they go super hard, but as you say, there's some procedural generation to it all as well. So I'm interested in seeing how all those nodes kind of connect and getting a story told to me through those.
Totally.
I hope it can actually deliver on some of that promise. It's impossible to have that like there's 3 million stories, but I hope it can at least feel natural in the way that it tells your version of that story and just links those procedural elements together. Would be cool. One that popped out for me there that I hadn't really heard much about that looks really cool is Hell Architect. I think that looks amazing. In the same vein of like your dungeon manager. What was it called? Dungeon Keeper? What was the one where you used to run a dungeon as a big devil guy and you had torture devices? It was like an isometric game. It was a series and there were a couple of them. Anyway, it was...
Never played one.
Someone in the chat will definitely know, but this just looks stupid, but with elements of just a very clean, open, like Lemming style world that you get to build around. Dungeon Keeper was the series, and it was a game that it got a bit messy the way you had to manage it all. Whereas this just looks like they've gone with a very bold, cut-out art style.
Fallout Shelter, Tiny Towers style.
Yes, yeah.
Throw together the most efficient method of making people miserable.
Totally. And I think it could be really fun.
Yeah, totally.
I just think look, it might wear out its welcome after a while of just being like, okay, once you see every little trap that you put in, I didn't know Hitler comes along. But I'm even more intrigued now. The way he peeked in, and the devil's like, finally, you're here. Oh my god, that's wonderful.
There's a thing, according to the game description, where you can basically summon awful people from throughout history to come in and help manage your hell. So I think that's why Hitler made an appearance there.
Got it. But yeah, this looks cool. I don't know what this looks like, but I want to play it.
Yeah, it doesn't. No, it looks really cool. I think that it could have a really good weird sense of humor going on. So there's a lot of potential there. I agree with all of these. Road 96, Hell Architect, 12 minutes. I'm into all of these. The final one I will add is 2 Ghost of Tsushima. Oh God. I am going to head back into that game. I played a few hours of the initial one. I want to continue on and see the thing that I know a lot of people saw in it. I'm very excited to jump into the Legends co-op stuff as well. And the new expansion, I believe, unlocks once you finish the first island. And I'm actually halfway through the first island now. And I think that I think I read this last week that the director's cut will just take your progress from if you previously owned it and import it, which would be great. So it means that I don't sort of need to start that again, which could be good. But then the other thing, which I am actually already playing, is Madden NFL 22. And I'm excited for a new Madden in the same way that you can be excited for going to your favorite takeaway place. You know what you're going to get, but it's still a little treat. And I've been impressed so far with a lot of the little additions they've added to Madden 2022. So I'm going to.
Are you adjusting your Superstar X Factor at halftime with the Ultimate Team?
I am, and I'm definitely staff managing, and I'm taking my player class between face of the franchise and the yard.
Very nice.
That
Can I ask,
reads,
you're playing this
sorry, Pete.
No, I was just asking, you're playing this early through EA in Game Pass, or?
No, through EA in email code to Nick Boy. But it does, I believe it's 3-day early access starts tomorrow. And that's when you can start if you have EA Play, is it? Or whatever their early access thing is, you can get a 3-day head start on it there. Cool. So there are tons of games coming out this week. Let us know what is on your game plan by heading to our Discord. If you want to join our Discord, head to patreon.com/backpocket or backpocket.gg to be able to contribute to our Patreon and unlock the full goodness that is the Back Pocket Discord.